have that problem. Yeah. Upcoming. What the heck? I don't have anything set for upcoming. Okay, shows live. Okay, there is a live video, so. Commander Shepard. She's over here fangirling. Taps the mic. Is this thing on? Yeah. I'd imagine, yeah. We gotta do what we can. Mass Effect. Mass Effect. Alright. So we'll get back into it. Yeah, I was going through all the description. Let's see. Journal. Let's see. So Jack, no last name known. Exceptional biotic ability. Note, criminal background, currently in custody. Jack is rumored to be the most powerful human biotic ever encountered. Very little additional data regarding Jack is available, except that the subject has a history of violence and should be approached carefully. Currently, Jack is being held on the Turian prison ship Purgatory. Cerberus has negotiated for the prisoner's release. Travel to Purgatory. Go to the prison ship Purgatory and pick up the convict. Dossier Archangel. Archangel. Small unit tactical expertise. Omnitool expert and noted sniper. Archangel is a mercenary commander whose operations are noted for their technical expertise and strategic brilliance. He is responsible for high-profile attacks on gang leaders on Omega and can likely be found there. Find Archangel. Travel to Omega in the Shara-Barik system and find Archangel. The dossier for the Warlord, Dr. Okir. Millennia of combat and strategic experience. Rumored familiarity with Collector technology. A brilliant and brutal Krogan warlord who fought in the Krogan rebellions, Dr. Okir has become obsessed with saving the Krogan people from the genophage and is believed to have contacted the Collectors in an attempt to gain technology to that end. He is currently in a Blue Suns camp on Corliss, though the nature of his relationship with the mercenary group is unknown. Travel to Corliss. Travel to Corliss in the Emir system. Dossier, the Professor, Dr. Morden Solis, biological weapons expert, light weapons training with Solarian Special Task Group. Dr. Morden Solis is a Solarian biological weapons expert whose technology may hold the key to countering Collector attacks. He is currently operating a medical clinic in the slums of Omega. Ask Arya about Morden. Talk to Arya at Afterlife for information about Morden Solis. And then Citadel, the Council. While they were never completely supportive before, it may still be worth contacting the Council and informing them of recent events. Go to the Citadel. Go to the Citadel and request a meeting with the Council. Dossier, the Veteran, Zaid Masani, expert in both personal and small unit combat. Unparalleled mercenary soldier and bounty hunter, known for a willingness to get the job done no matter the cost. Zaid Masani is, without a doubt, the most feared mercenary and bounty hunter in the galaxy. His services have been retained by Cerberus at extremely high cost. He is currently awaiting pickup on Omega. Meet with Zaid Masani. Travel to Omega and pick up the infamous mercenary Zaid Masani. Dossier: The Master Thief. Kasumi Goto. Master of Stealth and Infiltration. Skilled hacker and information specialist. Operates completely off the grid. No criminal record. Kasumi Goto is not the most famous thief in the galaxy, but she's the best. Trained in the arts of stealth and infiltration, she has acquired artifacts and information from all over the galaxy and yet maintains a completely clean criminal record. She is awaiting rendezvous with Shepard on the Citadel in the Zakera ward. Rendezvous with Kasumi Goto. Travel to the Zakera ward on the Citadel and input the password "Silence is Golden" at Kasumi's hacked ad terminal.
Silence is golden, but duct tape is silver.
Duct tape is silver. That's the first time I've heard that one.
Yeah, but you never heard that. I think I saw it on like there was either a comic or I think I'm gonna see that most posters kind of like but
And finally, our main objective is to stop the Collectors. Cerberus has determined that an alien race called the Collectors is attacking human colonies. They are assembling a team to stop this threat to humanity. Assemble a team. Using the Elusive Man's dossiers, assemble a team of experts to fight the Collectors. And yeah, we do have a few side quest assignments. Normandy crash site. The Alliance has found the wreckage of the SSV Normandy on the planet Alchera. They have asked that a monument be placed on the site and any sign of the remaining 20 missing crew members recovered. Travel to Alchera. Travel to Alchera, Amada, Omega Nebula, and explore the crash site of the SSV Normandy. Project Firewalker, Rosalie lost. Cerberus' Project Firewalker has reported that a survey ship has gone missing near the planet Zeona. The ship was carrying researchers in a prototype planet-side exploration vehicle when it went missing. Cerberus has asked that the vehicle be recovered and that any signs as to the whereabouts of the researchers be reported. Project Firewalker, investigate wreckage. Travel to Zeona, Elise the Ismar frontier, and search for the Hammerhead prototype vehicle and any signs of Doctors Casey and Oloy. And then there's this assignment called Overlord. A Cerberus station on the planet Ite, Typhon system, Phoenix massing has gone off the grid. The Elusive Man has requested assistance investigating the situation. Travel to Ite. Travel to the planet Ite, Typhon system, Phoenix massing, and investigate why the Cerberus base there has gone silent. Alright. Oh, and I was just going to delve into a little bit of lore for just a few minutes. Let's see.
Metagel.
We've kind of heard about Metagel already.
Biotics. When subjected to an electrical
Element Zero,
can
effect fields,
mass relays are feats of
mass relays, omni-tools. So we're kind of familiar with all these terms. Ships.
The Systems Alliance
the
space vehicle Normandy is a prototype
SR1,
starship,
but now it talks about
with elaborate secrecy.
the new
Cerberus
SR2
labored for years to build a new, superior Normandy. The vehicle's many alterations produced a craft nearly double the original size, requiring an even larger Tantalus drive core to compensate. The new Normandy features greater space in living quarters, research laboratory, observation deck, and cargo bay. Its shuttle can make landings the Normandy cannot attempt. In addition to tight beam communicators, Normandy's Quantum Entanglement Communicator, QEC, provides instantaneous contact with the Elusive Man. The Enhanced Defense Intelligence AI coordinates many of the ship's combat functions, assisting and even supplanting human piloting. Potential upgrades are numerous. The airframe could support additional armor and an axial mass accelerator. The thrusters could support recent advances in fuel technology beyond H2O2 chemical rockets. And the hull can mount double the standard number of kinetic barrier projectors, leaving space for stronger shields, easily sustainable via the new EZO drive core.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that the
Yeah.
Just know that I'm nowhere.
Yeah.
Freedom's Progress colony was once a typical Alliance settlement, but following complete communications
Oh yeah.
blackout
Oh yeah.
and its apparent destruction, is now a lightning rod for anxiety and dread in the galactic human community. The communications blackout followed an upgrade of the colony's small military force, supplemented by mechs and security drones, with high-powered, tower-mounted Guardian lasers. Colonists complained about construction cost overruns, delays, noise, and damage to the local environment. They also feared the defense array could be seen as provocative to their world's neighbors. Such fears may not have been baseless. Authorities have still offered no explanation for the communications blackout, fueling rumors of plagues, natural disasters, or a cult-inspired mass suicide. Located in strategically insignificant space, Freedom's Progress colony had once offered residents spectacular rainbows, lush marshlands, and stunning mountain ranges. Its potential as an agricultural settlement and tourism wonderland rivaled that of any Alliance colony. Immediately following the First Contact War, an anonymous extranet manifesto warned that an alien attempt at human genocide was inevitable. The manifesto called for an army, a Cerberus, to guard against invasion through the Charon Relay. Derided as survivalist rhetoric written by an elusive man, the manifesto and its anonymous author soon fell off the media radar. But in 2165, terrorists stole antimatter from the SSV Geneva. The sole figure arrested named his sponsor Cerberus. Throughout the 2160s and 2170s, alleged Cerberus agents assassinated politicians, sabotaged starships bearing Ezo, and conducted nightmarish experiments on aliens and humans. Denounced as human supremacist, Cerberus calls itself human survivalist. Counter-terror experts speculate Cerberus may have changed leadership with its recent shift to stockpiling ships, agents, and weapons. Whether he, she, or they, the elusive man hides his finances hidden behind shell companies. Few doubt he will kill anyone attempting to expose him. The reclusive tycoon calling himself the elusive man is a human nationalist focused on advancing human interests, whatever the cost to non-humans. The Citadel Council regards him as a fanatic, posing a serious threat to galactic security. A mysterious maverick, to say the least, the elusive man heads the Cerberus network. Dubbed the Elusive Empire by investigators, Cerberus is an allegedly untraceable syndicate of private intelligence agencies, biotics laboratories, engineering and scientific research teams, and lucrative front companies. Branded a terrorist and seditionist organization by authorities, Cerberus is the only human power base other than the Terra Firma Party, strong enough to embarrass, if not threaten, the Council and its human representatives.
Yeah.
A political economic pact for collective colonial security, the Alliance is the central galactic institution of human society.
Yeah.
The Alliance gained associate membership to the Citadel Council in 2165, and full membership in 2183, with Ambassador David Anderson representing humanity. Human political economic relationships vary between combative and lucrative. The Turians, who'd fought humans during the 2157 First Contact War, have become valuable trade partners, despite residual social hostility. Other relationships are even more complicated. The rapid rise of human political influence on the Council, achieving in decades what others waited or are still waiting centuries to acquire, has galvanized suspicion and resentment against humanity. That negativity is vastly outweighed by the respect and trust humanity earned by saving the Council during the 2183 attack on the Citadel, at the cost of Alliance cruisers Cairo, Cape Town, Emden, Jakarta, Madrid, Seoul, Shenyang, and Warsaw, and their 2,400 crew. The Citadel is an ancient deep space. Spectres are... In the early 2160s, the Alliance began aggressive colonization of worlds in the Skyllian Verge. much to the dismay of the Batarians, who had been developing the region for several decades. In 2171, the Batarians petitioned the Council to declare the Verge a zone of Batarian interest. The Council refused, however, declaring unsettled worlds in the region open to human colonization. In protest, the Batarians closed their Citadel embassy and severed official diplomatic relations with the Council, effectively becoming a rogue state. They instigated a proxy war in the Verge by funneling money and weapons to criminal organizations, urging them to strike at human colonies. Hostilities peaked with the Skillian Blitz of 2176, an attack on the human capital of Elysium by Batarian-funded pirates and slavers. In 2178, the Alliance retaliated with a crushing assault on the moon of Torfin, long used as a staging base by Batarian-backed criminals. In the aftermath, the Batarians retreated into their own systems and are now rarely seen in Citadel space. Living beyond the Omega-4 mass relay in the Terminus systems, the mysterious Collector's species is glimpsed so rarely as to be taken for a myth by most in galactic society. In reality, Collectors are human-sized insectoid bipeds and can resemble massive winged beetles. They are a terrifying force in the galaxy, responsible for the murder of hundreds of thousands. Collectors generate permanent stasis fields around themselves, creating nightmarish red-shifted energy fields. In battle, they hold position whenever possible, relying on their aggressive biotics and nearly limitless power. Several types of bipedal collectors have been identified, including minions, defenders, zealots, assassins, and artillery operators. Acting together, collectors have imprisoned entire cities in stasis. While no definite forensic accounting exists to explain the fate of those imprisoned, leading speculation is that victims are harvested for scientific experimentation and neurobiological repurposing. The elk, the get, the hannah, the crow, driven from a myth common to several cultures in the galaxy. Reapers were imagined to be space monsters who consumed entire stars. Archaeologists and mythologists attempting to uncover sources for such myths have yielded little, except interstellar religious themes of all-consuming devils common to primitive cultures. The Volus are fifth. The seconds, roughly.
All right. Go ahead and make a new save here. Go mosey around the Normandy.
Yes, Shepard.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks. I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Damn it.
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and the physical isolation of my hardware. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the elusive man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
So how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Damn it!
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
The Elusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Commander.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
But I think I made my point. AI, shut up.
A scientist is required to use the technical laboratory.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Yeah. Deal struck with Zaid Masani from Elusive Man Shepard. We've reached an agreement with veteran mercenary Zaid Masani. You may know the name. Zaid has been involved in some of the best known and some utterly unknown military operations in the Terminus systems, and his spirit as a ruthless and relentless bounty hunter. I felt you might need a man with his skills on your mission, so I arranged to have him join you. You will find him on Omega, where he's wrapping up his current bounty. Don't worry about his fee. I've taken care of that personally. Alright, so that... And then lost contact with survey ship from Project Firewalker. Commander, the MSV Rosalie, a survey ship with Cerberus connections, has gone missing. The survey team was field testing a new prototype, the Hammerhead Planet-Side Exploration Rover. In addition, scientists Dr. Manuel Casey and Dr. Robert Oloy are aboard the MSV Rosalie and conducting research for us. We need you to find the ship, her survey team, and the doctors. The MSV Rosalie was last seen near planet Zeona, Elista Ismar Frontier. Recon Hood from Elusive Man Shepard. It occurred to our armor technicians that you may not want to show your face everywhere you go. They sent by a hood that Cerberus issues to its covert operatives. It has additional microframe functions that you may like. The hood is in your quarters. Overlord from Elusive Man Shepard. One of our cells just went off the grid without explanation. Project Overlord has been experimenting with highly volatile technology, and I need you to investigate. Their work is extremely compartmentalized, enough that I can't divulge operational details over this channel. You'll find them on the planet Ite, Typhon system in the Phoenix Massing Cluster. Please use care in this matter. Arc Projector, from Elusive Man, Shepard. We recently had an incident involving the Geth at one of our outposts in the Skillian Verge. Don't worry, I'm not sending you off to chase anything down. Our operatives waged a highly successful battle against the Geth scouting party and credited their success to a new advanced electrical attack device that we finally let them take out of the lab. Since their unit is being reassigned for some rest and relaxation, I thought you should take custody of the weapon in the meantime. The weapon is called an Arc Projector. I sent it to the Normandy's armory so you can examine it for yourself and use it if you deem it worthy. It's gone through plenty of tests that indicate it overloads kinetic barriers and synthetic enemies particularly well, but laboratory demonstrations are a poor substitute for actual field reports. We know it works. Now we want to see what it can do in the right hands. If all goes well, we'll use your tactics to train other operatives. Rendezvous with Kasumi Goto, from Elusive Man, Shepard. At great cost and effort, we have tracked down the master thief Kasumi Goto and convinced her to work with you. Very few people have ever heard of her, and fewer can claim to have seen her in person. She is unequaled at stealth and infiltration, and her skills will prove invaluable in your mission. Travel to the Sakara ward on the Citadel. There you will find a special ad terminal that differs from the usual. Input the password "Silence is Golden" to begin the rendezvous. Ascension Financial Services, your account. From Stanwyck Dobbs, banking agent, Ascension Financial Services, Earth. Hello, Commander Shepard. Thank you for submitting your updated medical documentation. Your status has been changed from deceased to alive. After deducting modest administration fees for closing the file, the subsequent change in status, and the reactivation of your account, you have a remaining balance of 100,000 credits. Thank you for thank you for banking with Ascension Financial Services. We look forward to working with you. Well, I'm glad I'm not dead anymore. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah, this is one wild ride. We got these two guys. Miranda.
A scientist is required to use the technical laboratory.
I don't know.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the Elusive Man walks
pretty
his talk,
awesome.
and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
You're a good man, Jacob.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I understand you made quite an impact after you left the Alliance.
Miranda and I stopped a Batarian plan to release a biological agent on the Citadel. That's when I first met her. It took us out to the Nemean Abyss and back. Saved the Citadel like you, but what's the saying? A good deed's like pissing yourself in dark pants? Warm feeling, but no one notices. The whole thing was hushed like they're good at doing. But I know what I did, and I'm proud of it.
How are we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
Probably the same as everyone else. I just want to figure out what the real threat actually is. Got no problem with risk. I just need a clear goal. Anything else, Commander?
What do you think of the state of the crew?
We don't have a full complement. We don't stand a chance without the right specialists on side. Anything else, Commander?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Jacob respects you, Frank.
Jacob's a nice guy. I like Jacob.
Seems like a song.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Kelly!
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I'd say she's a bit of a... She's turned a blind eye.
Oh, yeah.
Kelly? I don't care.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
Sorry, but I'm taken.
Your trust is well placed, Kelly.
I knew it would be. Thank you, Shepard. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
I don't want to get in trouble with my little blue waifu either.
Because quite honestly, if she gets into it,
Yeah, she'll rip me a new one. Yep, my little hangout.
So, in comparison, this is Captain's Corps. We're not a Captain's
Right. It's pretty close.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
Man, I want a movie of this so pretty bad. A movie or a TV show. Come on.
Yes.
Yes, give us a TV show. Don't put it on freaking Paramount Plus.
I have a feeling it will be.
It probably would. Maybe go on
Amazon, no.
Access to this room is currently restricted.
Netflix would be fine.
What's this area of the ship?
Normandy's cargo deck. It includes facilities to rearm and repair Normandy's embarked ground vehicle and shuttle.
My last ship didn't need a shuttle. Why do we have one?
This ship is nearly twice the mass of the previous Normandy. It is more difficult to land the ship on high-gravity worlds. Access to this room is currently restricted.
What's this area of the ship?
This is main engineering, which contains the ship's main fusion plant and Mass Effect core.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Make sure that everything is right.
Yeah.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Right in their daddy bags.
How did you end up with Cerberus, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it
That's
include
putting it
me.
nicely.
He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
So how did you get an offer to join Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seemed to be doing that.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you he would.
My crew is alive. My ship is alive. My crew is alive. Oh, that's true. Oh, oops. Oops.
Just a friendly reminder, sir. This is not the original. I need to go into the voice actor.
Ooh, that would be awesome. Oops. That's the women's. My bad.
The starboard observation deck is closed until needed.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Access to life support is restricted. The port observation deck is closed until needed.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Miss Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
You have everything you need.
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help. Be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals.
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded, and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
A gunnery officer is required to access the gunnery control station.
Yeah.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Dr. Chocolates. I mean, Dr. Chocwas.
You have everything you need.
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. Medical center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Doctor!
Access to the AI core is restricted.
She's awesome. It's a bit of a surprise. The Elusive Man were trying to find people that would make Commander Shepard comfortable. I mean, you're not going to have everything completely new.
No messages for you, Commander.
You gotta appease Shepard, appeal to Shepard.
Yes, in order to keep your champion, everything else is
Yeah. The engineers could use new T6 FBA couplings to make their maintenance work easier. On Omega, special ingredients. Normally, cook would appreciate special ingredients to make better food. Most suppliers are influence around the Citadel, Terracized brandy. Alright, let's see. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Oh no, you're fine. We got our wonderful galaxy map music back. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah. It's like out in orbit. Usually, yeah, I guess it's kind of crazy. Just you kind of put the lore together, pieces of the puzzle, and it's like, so I guess when the Reapers made the mass relays, they put it at the very edge of every star system, solar system. So it's the highway between star systems. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty neato, and I like to kind of pretend I don't have mods because I'm trying to kind of save space on my computer and stuff. But it's fun to kind of visit all these different worlds, all these different cultures and stuff. It's so fun.
Yeah. Let's go to Omega. Oh, actually, let's take a look at the planets. Unexplored planet. There's an unexplored planet here. Let's take a look. Urdok. Urdok is a close-orbiting brown dwarf. Most red-brown dwarf binary systems have an average separation of 8 astronomical units. The Sahrabaric system is about 12 billion years old, and it has long since used up the deuterium used to fuel fusion, so Urdok is not luminous like some brown dwarfs are. Urdok is a Class L brown dwarf with a relatively low temperature of 1300 degrees Celsius, but its heat and gravity have made it unpopular for development. There are rumors that the heads of several of Omega's crime syndicates maintain private residences on various moons. Whatever the truth of the matter, battles between syndicate vessels are often observed around the ring planet. Or ring plane, I guess. Ring plane, yeah. News outlets on Omega maintain satellites at Urdok's Lagrange points for real-time coverage of these battles, which garner high viewer ratings. Orbital distance is 0.8 astronomical units. Orbital period is 1.3 Earth years. Radius is 72,512 kilometers. Day length is 19.2 Earth hours. We can scan for resources, but it has a moderate level of resources, so I'm going to say no, we're not going to be spending any time here. Urdok. So 60% for the Sahrabaric system. We're going to go continue to look for other things. Let's see, there's this... Yeah. Unexplored planet here. Imorcon. A standard methane ammonia gas giant, Imorcon is the main source of helium-3 fuel for ships coming to or from Omega. Most of its fueling stations are run by criminal cartels who engage in cutthroat, sometimes literally, pricing wars. Imorcon is also widely known for its layover stations where pirates in a hurry can find fuel, ammunition, intoxicants, gambling, and sexual companionship at any hour. Orbital distance is 3.4 astronomical units. Orbital period is 11.5 Earth years. Radius is 53,491 kilometers. Day length is 18.7 Earth hours. If I start the scanner, moderate level of resources, yeah, I'm going to say no. Yeah. Well, we're in the terminus systems now. We're not in Citadel space like we were in the first game. Unexplored. Unexplored planet here. Bender. If it were closer to Sahrabaric, Bender would have an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. In the deep cold of the outer solar system, however, both elements have long since frozen to the ground. Orbital distance is 6.12 astronomical units. Orbital period is 27.7 Earth years. Radius is 4,907 kilometers. Day length is 53.3 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure is trace. Surface temperature is negative 224 degrees Celsius. And surface gravity is 0.55 Gs. Scanner. Bendor is rich in resources, so we can look around for stuff here. Oh, wow. There's a good amount of platinum right here. Wow.
Probe launched. In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment.
Right. It's so immersive. Found some iridium.
Probe launched. In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles. Probe away. In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics.
Yeah.
Probe launched.
Okay, now it's good. So I'm depleting its resources.
Probe away.
Whoa, there we go.
Launching probe.
I need me a lot of platinum, please. Still good, huh? There we go. Platinum! Man, this is a platinum-rich world. Let's go. There's more!
Probe launched.
Okay, now it's moderate. I think I'm gonna stop here. Go pick up a few more probes. There we go. And we're gonna go to Omega. Built in the mined-out husk of a metallic asteroid, Omega has been a haven for criminals, terrorists, and malcontents for thousands of years. At times, the station has lain idle and abandoned for centuries, only to be reactivated by a new group of outlaws seeking a fresh start. The space station's original, elegant design has given way to haphazard expansion by scrabbling factions of every species. There is no central government or unifying authority on Omega, and nobody can recall a time there ever was one. Population is 7.8 million. Orbital distance is 2.43 astronomical units. Orbital period is 6.9 Earth years. Total length is 44.7 kilometers in length. Let's see. Dock. We're going to bring Normandy into dock. Cerberus leader increases Miranda's squad leadership abilities, giving an increased combat bonus to squad weapon damage. Cerberus increases man defense attack, giving an increased bonus to squad health. Let's see, health, weapon damage, squad health, squad weapon 15%, 15% squad health, 7.5% squad weapon damage, 7.5% squad health, 15% squad weapon damage. Cerberus leader or Cerberus tactician. Miranda's coordination of the fire team gives an increased bonus squad weapon damage. Miranda's leadership tactics leave no one behind, giving an increased bonus to squad health. I don't know. And as for Jacob, Cerberus Veteran increases Jacob's health. Cerberus Specialist increases Jacob's weapon damage. Cerberus Veteran. Jacob's survival skills and powerful will to live make him even harder to kill. Jacob's expertise in neutralizing hostiles increases his weapon damage. Oh, so there's only a 7% increase in weapon damage between 18% and 25, but there's a 10% increase in health. So I'm going to go with Cerberus Veteran for Jacob. More health. But it doesn't really matter on Insanity because they hit hard. Alright, I'm gonna go with Veteran for Jacob. And then I like the description for Miranda where it says that Miranda's leadership tactics leave no one behind. I like that description there because it's just about equal. It's like, do you want the plus 7.5% in health or plus 7.5% in weapon damage? Weapon damage would be nice, but I like the description that Cerberus Tactician gives. I'm gonna go with Cerberus Tactician. Alright.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate. Now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Aria wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Aria for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morden Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Omega, Aria T'Loak. Aria T'Loak, ruler of Omega, wants all important new arrivals to pay their respects to her at Afterlife. She may be a valuable source of information. Talk to Aria. Talk to Aria at the Afterlife Club on Omega.
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. I hear we have a galaxy to save.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
My contacts told me we're picking up 1 man, not 2.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's gonna happen to him?
I'm gonna turn him in for the bounty. Don't much care what happens after that.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya, and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Omega, what a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes. I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me. Ugh.
Annoyed. If she were expecting you, you'd be inside.
Ari's expecting me. Ugh.
Annoyed. If she were expecting you, you'd be inside.
Go on in. Ari's expecting you. What are you looking at?
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around.
Yeah, don't mess. Doing good? Should we wrap things up soon? I'll have to see if I can, run through a mission. The main missions don't last that long either. That's fine.
You want to talk?
Yeah, I can't believe it's already been an hour. It's crazy. Well, here's our first major character that we meet.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Aria.
I like it. Easy to remember.
If you forget, someone will remind you.
And then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
So, what can I do for you?
I'm looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why's everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
Just the kind of guy I'm looking for.
Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
Do you hate Archangel?
I don't have time for hate, but I distrust them all equally. For now, I'm happy just to let them kill each other.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic, but he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help them.
One scan and we're straight to business? People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
Tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove. Short answer, mind your own damn business.
So, you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Maybe I'll be here.
Check this out.
Commander Shepard? Is that you? I'd heard you were dead. I'm Helena Blake. We met a few years ago. I don't expect you'd remember. You removed 2 criminal warlords from power and persuaded me to retire. I'll never forget it.
What brings you to Omega?
What brings anyone to Omega? Opportunity, success, failure, all of the above. I find this place suits me. I can bring it a certain air of civility, I suppose.
And now you're on Omega. Once a criminal, always a criminal, eh?
Oh no, Commander. I retired. I know better than to go back on my word with you. You convinced me to turn my life around. I'm a social worker now, believe it or not.
That seems like a hopeless job in a place like this.
Quite the opposite, actually. This place needs it more than most. Doing the good work in a place like this requires that one understand how things truly work, which makes me uniquely qualified.
That's more noble than I expected.
Noble? No. It's just that someone came along a few years ago and made me see the error of my ways. You convinced me that I could use my contacts and skills for things other than smuggling and exploitation. I thank you for that.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're keeping out of trouble.
Thank you. This is all to your credit, Commander.
I have to go.
Of course. You must have more important things to do.
Oh, well, put a tally down for tonight. We got one. Dang. Wasn't sure how long it was going to be until we had that.
Work life got you down. Ready to give it all up and go into hiding in the abyss? Don't.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. This music is so hype. My squad is just standing there. I'll let Shepard do his thing. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Here, I'm gonna give you a tip. I'll come back to that.
Act like you know. Just plan for the funeral normally. During the service, someone will want to set up a meeting. He's in on it with whoever killed your family. You tear off a few of his fingers, you'll find out who did this to you.
Actually, you know what?
Shepard Memorial Plaza on Elysium was voted this year's hottest wedding location. Under Admiral Hackett's orders, money raised from wedding fees goes to funds for Alliance veterans.
Human, tell Captain Gavon we not kill anyone today.
I don't know a Captain Gavel. Why would I tell him anything?
Not trust you. Tell Gavon we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
There seem to be a lot of Vorcha on Omega.
Go away. Talk too much. Gavon's thugs get No more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gabon's tricks. We leave.
This place. How could these people be left to rot like this?
You don't understand, or you don't want to?
Does it really matter?
No. Omega has worked this way for a very long time. No one's changing it now.
Hello there. Might interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
I buy a lot of parts and equipment. Maybe we can make an arrangement.
Well, you seem like a decent person, but you can't breathe a word of it to Harrod.
Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something to you.
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvage parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
How much do you need to get off Omega?
I still need 1,000 credits to pay my way, but I couldn't let you do that. This is my mistake on my pilgrimage. It's my problem.
Here you go. 1,000 credits. Get out of here.
Thank you. With this, I can finally continue on my pilgrimage. I'm going to buy my ticket right now. Thank you again.
Gas plasma shotgun. This 3-barreled Geth weapon fires miniature but potent cluster rounds of superconducting projectiles and has a longer range than standard shotguns. Oh my goodness. Let's see, a 2-stage trigger system allows for either quick-fire capacitors or a charge and release attack to electrify the projectiles as they exit the weapon. As the rounds hit the target, they fragment and electricity arcs between the pieces, flash converting the air to conductive plasma. The resulting impact, heat, and electrical charge overloads shields and barriers and causes massive trauma to unarmored targets. So if I get plasma shotgun, the M96 Mattock, medium range semi-automatic rifle, effective against armor, shields, and barriers, upgrades the Avenger assault rifle. The Mattock is a semi-automatic hybrid weapon with an assault rifle's low heat production and the sniper rifle's punch. Though it does not have a sniper rifle's precision scope, the marksman favorite is increased power over that of an assault rifle to bring down hardened targets. Its lack of a full auto setting is advertised as a feature rather than a shortcoming, since it curbs a soldier's tendency to spray inaccurate fire under stress. Fire that up. My favorite assault rifle in the game. Weapon upgrade for shotguns. Oh, there's the T6 FBA couplings that our engineers on the Normandy need. A pristine set of discontinued T6 FBA couplings used to monitor Mass Effect fields aboard starships. Buy that up. Heavy weapon ammo, plus 15% heavy weapon ammo capacity. The power cell technology used by heavy weapons is fairly old, but can be improved by rebuilding the core with more modern components. These improvements allow standard power cells to yield more shots per power cell and allow for more total shots to be fired. 25,000 credits, so I got plenty for my import save from Mass Effect 1, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy up stuff here.
We can use this.
We can use this. 50,000 shotgun, plus 10% improved shotguns, heavy shotguns, and assault shotguns for your entire squad. This upgrade improves the weapon's Mass Effect field generator, increasing mass acceleration of each round fired. I'm just gonna go ahead and just spin.
This might be useful.
And then heavy skin weave, Shepard gives plus 10% health. Strong synthetic fibers can be woven through the skin, dramatically reducing damage taken from most attacks. These fibers also act as metagel conduit, improving healing.
This is valuable.
Yeah. He was an NPC that I helped out. That was a little side quest there. Yeah. Yeah.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
Yeah.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can. But don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt.
Originally created for Earth's Urban Combat Championship League, this set of armor has undergone as much or more field testing than those of modern militaries. It has a unique proprietary power cell that costs as much as a EUCC rookie's contract. The armor's microframe computer adapts to any top-tier Omni tool, kinetic barrier, or biotic amp, giving breathtaking and error-free performance. The chest and shoulder piece bears the logo of the Edmonton Blood Dragons. And the inside of the armor bears the signatures of the entire team. When and how the Elusive Man got his hands on this armor is unknown, but several of the signatures bear messages such as expletive, the get, and Shepard, get well soon.
So basically,
Yeah. Increases power damage by 15%, increases shield strength by 10%. This was a promotional item back when Mass Effect 2 originally came out. So not everybody was able to get it. Capacitor helmet. A recent design, this Lions-made helmet stores microcapacitors in its structure to replenish spent kinetic barriers. The Transpari Plast armor panel on its top can be removed to access capacitors for field maintenance. Reduces the delay before shields start regenerating by 10%. Foreign Axe. Oh, titillating alien magazine. Let's see. Sniper rifle damage. Oh, I got a Turian cruiser model I can put in my cabin quarters. Stimulator conduits. Incorporates a series of beryllium and tungsten braces and servos to support and enhance the natural movements of the wearer for short periods of time. Originally developed by the CERTA Foundation for search and rescue personnel, it has been adapted for military use. Increases storm speed by 10%. And then sniper rifle damage. Increases damage by 10%. Improves sniper rifles for your entire squad. This upgrade improves the weapon's mass effect field generator. Yeah. Do that.
Now what's this?
So I bought up his whole catalog.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate. With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything. Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
I have things to do.
Courteously.
Oh no. 51. Oh no. I kind of messed up. Oh crap. I'm gonna have to go back. I messed up on something. Oh no. Because I wouldn't be able to get my discount at his store. Shoot. I'm gonna run through. Yeah.
done my homework. I said, tried to leave me... I'm gonna tell
My contacts told me to
Batarian. I said, tried to leave me on a chase all over the systems.
Not many mercs would take...
This mission doesn't sound like good... Yep, seems he recently captured an...
I'll make sure we get that.
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me. Oh.
What are you looking at?
Don't you have something?
No,
See my gun.
See you around.
See you around. I'm going super fast because I made a mistake. Woo! Guns in my face.
If you're looking for...
Can't be too
I was
careful.
told you're the person.
Depends on...
You run Omega?
But you need more. Don't fuck.
Don't F. That's one rule. Don't F.
I like it.
If you forget.
Then I toss you.
So, what can I do for you? I always liked Morden. Used to... Just don't... If you really need to find him...
I'm trying to track down...
Just don't F. Just don't F.
You want him dead too?
Why is everyone out?
Everything he does pisses... That's assuming you can get to him. They've started hiring.
Sounds like that
They're
might be
using a private room
No,
for
that
recruiting.
Corey and I was supposed to talk to him. I shouldn't have
sure
given him the credits too soon. I was supposed to go talk to Harriet because Harriet was like, you know, harassing him. So I was supposed to go talk to Harriet and like talk him down for abusing the Quarian.
Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together.
Do you hate Arcane?
For now, I'm happy to... He's reckless and idealistic.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I have many friends in it. Monday, just don't waste my time. Maybe I'll be here.
Okay.
You want to talk? Talk to Aria.
And this game came out in 2010. ...2007. Yeah.
Commander Shepard, you removed 2 criminal warlords. What I find this place suits me. You convinced me to turn my life...
That seems like a hopeless...
Doing the good work in a place like this. Noble, you convinced me that I could...
Well, I'm
thank
glad to
you.
hear.
This is all to your credit.
I have to go.
Of course. You must have more important things to do.
Oops, I made it happen again. Dang it. Oh my goodness.
The attack on the human colony of Freedom's Progress has generated a swift but confused response. 8 vessels have been sent, but it is not clear whether there are survivors. The council offered its sympathy, but regretted that it could not become involved in a purely human matter.
Leave, human. Tell Captain Gavon we not kill anyone today.
I don't know a Captain Gavel.
Trust you.
There seem to be a lot of...
Hey, don't spit on me.
No more talk.
This place. How can these people be left to rot like this?
You don't understand, or you don't want to?
Does it really matter?
No. Omega has worked this way for a very long time. No one's changing it now.
Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
I buy a lot of parts.
Well,
of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something
What
to
brought
you.
a nice kid
My
like
pilgrimage. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
Okay, tell me about Harrod.
Why does Harrod control your prices?
Harrod made me swear not to undercut him, no matter what. He was here first, so it's his right. But no one will buy from me when he's so much cheaper. I can't save enough money for a ticket off the station.
I could go talk to Harrod for you. Get him to ease up.
I won't stop you. If you can convince him to lay off, then maybe I'll get off this station after all. His shop's up the ramp, near where Marsh sells his goods. Anything you can do will be much appreciated.
I have to go.
Please check with my kiosk to see what I have for sale. And thank you.
Alright, so I'll go take care of the other thing first before I do this.
More commonly known as the consort,
Yeah.
has declined to name the next race likely to gain council membership. However, he suggested an announcement.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Oh, no, it's good.
What's behind this door?
VIP section of the club. For those with the right name. Do you want something?
I don't want anything at all.
Check out Afterlife's main floor. You'll like it.
I might have something here for humans.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market. I'll do what I can.
I'll do what I can. Yeah. So now I talk to Harrod.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate. With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
Now let's talk about the Quarian.
Tell me about your deal with the Quarian over there.
Suspicious. If I had made such a deal, I would certainly not be inclined to discuss it. Accusatory. I don't understand how it is any concern of yours.
What if you and I make a deal? You let him set his own prices, and I won't break your legs.
With barely contained terror, you drive a hard bargain, human.
I haven't even started.
Resignation. Very well. I will release the Quarian from his promise. Conciliatory. To show there is no ill will, I offer you a discount on my own wares.
There we go.
I have things to do.
Courteously. Have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy.
Gee, Shepard. Oh, man. You joik? Joik? The Black Storm Gravitational Singularity Projector is the brainchild of weapon designer Eli Wagner, one of the few humans who earned the privilege of serving with Asari commando units. Overawed with how the Asari could create biotic singularities to pull opponents out from behind cover, he was determined to duplicate the feat technologically. Wagner's team created a weapon that could elevate target particles of matter to near infinite mass, creating a gravitational singularity and drawing nearby objects inward for a short time. The rapidly increasing gravity rips the target apart as it pulls the enemy closer to the singularity's center. When the mass effect field destabilizes and suddenly returns to normal mass, The result is explosive and inflicts additional trauma on the enemy. The weapon almost didn't happen. Early designs were dangerously unstable. The science for creating a hyper-dense mass effect field was well established, but projecting it at an adjustable range proved elusive. It was only after 6 years of development that the weapon finally qualified for Systems Alliance AIHW, Advanced Individual Heavy Weapon Trials. By that time, the Singularity Projector was rugged, reliable, and easy to use and repair. It immediately went to field tests in a small-scale desert war on Earth, where the weapon terrified opponents who had never seen its effects before. The swirling sand and dust sucking soldiers into its center served as the centerpiece of many propaganda videos. In the resulting media coverage, the Wagner Arms M490 GSP became known by its simpler nickname, the Black Hole Gun. His dream finally a reality, Wagner personally altered its name to the more marketable Black Storm. M940 Black Storm. Yeah, this is one of the coolest heavy weapons in the game. Let's see, Terminus Armor. Terminus Armor is environmentally sealed with an independent air supply for use in space and extreme planetary conditions. Its onboard microframe computer runs a suite of battle management software. To prevent detection by passive thermal sensors, body heat is channeled to the base of the feet and dispersed into the ground. Increases storm speed by 10%, increases shields by 15%, increases all weapons ammo reserves by 10%. Hack module doubles the time limit for hack. In the ongoing war between security software companies and hackers, Cerberus seeks to maintain a list of primary backdoors, little known security holes that have been active for some time and remain unpatched. Ongoing research in this area should improve operatives' ability to hack through most conventional security measures. Buy this.
This is valuable.
Capacitor test plate. Micro wells developed by Armax Arsenal store part of the energy directed at the armor and use it to jumpstart the kinetic barrier recharge cycle. Reduces the delay before your shields start regenerating by 10%. A Geth ship model. A small ship model of Geth cruiser typical of the kind involved in the Battle of the Citadel. A little Geth cruiser model for my cabin. Nice. The Kuwashi visor. Developed by Ariake Technologies, the wearer exchanges full projective coverage for visibility, unencumbered mobility, and increased accuracy. Increases headshot damage by 10%.
2 years after a Geth attack nearly destroyed it, the colony of Zeus Hob has announced plans for an expansion.
I might be calling the video here. Yeah. Yeah.
I heard you spoke to Harrod. Thank you so much. At this rate, I'll be off the station in no time.
How much do you need to get off on
I
me?
still need one. This is my mistake on my pilgrimage.
Here you go. 1,000 credits.
Get out of
here.
Thank you. With this, I can finally continue on my pilgrimage. I'm going to buy my ticket right now. Thank you again.
This should come in handy.
Yeah.
An independent inquiry is investigating a group known as Cerberus in light of charges made by one Corporal Toombs and testimony by an apparent Cerberus scientist. A researcher known only as Dr. Wayne has been promised immunity and has suggested Cerberus may also be tied to the death of Admiral Kahoku several years ago.
Yeah, they're talking about events from the first game.
This is valuable.
You recognize it. Yep.
End is not. Humans are a blight on galactic purity. You, sir, you are a blight. You, and you, human, and you. Protheans cast off the lesser races, the Krogan, the Vorja, and the Humans. And so they dwelled in filth, on worlds made of dirt, feces. And there they lay until they stumbled into the skies. The lesser races will be our downfall. The word is clear. Let none in my sight continue to live, lest their impurity displease me. The word is clear on this, friends. Humans are the hands of the Reapers, here to commit the galaxy to ruin!
You're crazy.
Be gone! I cast you out into the cold black. I name you unclean. Bring unto me the children, that I may watch them grow. Soldiers for the cause. The way is clear, my friends. Draw your weapons for the word, or face its terrible wrath.
Alliance Parliamentary Subcommittee for Transhuman Studies has awarded reparations for biotics suffering complications from L2 implants. Subcommittee Chairman Burns thanked biotics everywhere for their behavior.
Cool. Yeah, it's been almost 2 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and call it soon.
Captain Gavorn, head of the Vorcha Task Force. Got something to report?
Omega is different.
There's an awful lot of Vorcha here. What are they planning?
Vorcha? Plan? They're a pestilence, nothing more. If they started planning, we'd all be in big trouble.
What's your job here exactly?
Keep the Vorcha in line. Keep them out of Aria's sight. That's about it.
I'll just be going.
Keep moving.
Omega, what a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes. I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and call it here. Yeah, because we got a mission coming up. Well, yeah, we got missions coming up. I just wanted to get things started on Omega, so yeah, we're just gonna have to continue on in the next video. So I'm glad we were able to continue. Now, I'm sorry for the problems I had there in the beginning. That was kind of dumb. Oh, and then I had to like, yeah, but thanks for staying with me where I had made that mistake and I had to get all the way back and fix that mistake. But alright, we're going to be continuing on in the next video. We've got a few, yeah, missions here. Yeah, alrighty, so thanks everybody for watching, and we will continue our Mass Effect 2 Let's Play in the next video, so we will see you all again soon. Take care.